All right, and we are live. What's up? What's happening? Let me slide this on out the way. Salute to the tribe. What are y'all up to? What are y'all doing? You know, it doesn't matter. Let's get right into this. Smash that like button.
Y'all be stressing.
Do you feel that every woman deserves a provider?
Absolutely not. They do not. Like, if I'm just keeping it real, you ain't worth shit. You're a headache. You ain't got nothing. You're always begging. So, what do you need? You need a job.
Minus the food stamps, minus the hair.
Yeah, like, you need this shit. You need those things. You need to go get your shit together is what you need to do. But do you need a provider? No. And if there's going to be any provider, let it be God, so that way he can help you get, to get you going in the right direction. But to have a man providing for a bum, absolutely not. No, they don't deserve it.
Do you feel that every woman deserves a provider?
Absolutely not. They do not.
A lot of us really understand the fact that a man granting us access into his life is really a perk, a privilege, and a benefit. It really is. So y'all walking around talking about, I'm going to do me, boo. The men are like, okay, cool. But don't hit me up talking about what I'm supposed to do in the midst of all of that. These men don't need y'all. Y'all make it seem like it's a luxury for a man to have today's women. The average today's woman is a woman that, again, is entitled, selfish, greedy, needy, broke, ran through.
Whew.
And even the bad ones. Y'all just as worse as the average chicks. Yeah, all of y'all beautiful, fine, sexy women out there, yeah, trash.
Whew.
So let's not, a lot of us really understand the fact that a man granting us access into his life is really a...
Our women sit there and say, we don't do anything for...
Shout out to the algorithm. Back to back baddies. Yes.
A man. But then every time I say stop being fat as fuck, your first response is, well, they gonna still cheat. Bitch, which one is it? Our women sit there and say, we don't do anything for a man.
Dale, haciendo eso. Lady.
No.
Look at Gail ringing the bell on the way to get into the spaceship. She ringing it. Look at her face. Look how she look like, hell no. Oh, hell no, I don't want to do this. Now look at her getting off the spaceship.
This thing like some, look at this. It like some blow up like this. Come on, man. Y'all got to do better than this. Come on.
All right.
Bruh.
And
No,
she kissing the ground.
Don't do it.
I know that's right. Look at Gail ringing the bell on the...
Women only seeing men for what they can produce financially, devaluing their character, setting herself above him. I measure everything against money, how much I should respect you, how much I should love you, what I think about you. I measure it against money. This is what happens when we have the priorities out of order, when someone loves money more than they love godly principle. I set myself above him, disrespecting him, patronizing, even abusing him because I'm angry when the man doesn't produce. I have a tendency to treat him worse. Some of y'all get abusive. You started treating him like he was less than. This is abuse. It's really something to be upset about. I can't imagine being a man having to even come into contact with that because of what I produce, you give yourself permission to mistreat me. So a lot of women need to get for real about that. How inappropriate, how unacceptable, how despicable that is. The way that you want men to take accountability for the way he mistreats you, women, I want you to take accountability for your tendency to the point where it's a consistency. Your consistent, negative, dysfunctional, even damn abusive behavior towards men, speaking down on them, treating them weird, treating them messed up, calling them names, verbally obliterating them. Because you've attached their worth to their money. When you hurt people like that, you got to stop leaning on all your crutches, talking about, well, it was what I saw. You need to apologize. Women only seeing men for what they can.
Now, this woman right here, she cooks men and women. So don't be over here like, oh, she's no, she cooks dudes too, man. She definitely does. She definitely does.
Lady, if your man regularly start going to the gym, to live a healthier lifestyle, you need to be right behind him. And the more serious he take it, the more danger you are in. Like, it's one thing for him to just start going to the gym. That mother start counting micros, you dope!
This video is so funny, but I agree with him. If your man is a beginner in the gym and he's trying to take his health more seriously, he's trying to start moving his body and eat better, you need to be not only supporting him, but trying to get in the boat with him, okay? Don't let him leave you behind, because eventually he's gonna get tired of you trying to feed him pizza and pork chops and, you know what I'm saying, when he's trying to do better about his health. He'll become irritated with things like that. And especially if you're out of shape, there's gonna come a time where he's like, hey baby, come on and, come to the gym with me. Because he's gonna start seeing his results. He's gonna start seeing how he's feeling better, and he's gonna want the same for you. And it's like, if you don't want that same thing for yourself, I'm turned off with you. Your mindset literally elevates, and you become a better person when you're in the gym, mentally, physically, all of it. So if your partner is not on that same page with you, it can be some friction in the relationship. I agree with him.
Lady, if your man...
I had a conversation with the collective of women, and I am appalled at what I heard in that conversation. When I talked about serving your partner, the majority of them snapped at me completely. We not slaves. We ain't slaves. Misogynistic, patriarchy, yeah. And so I asked them, do you want to get married? Yeah. You want to get married and you don't know that you have to serve your partner? Bruh. What does serving your partner mean to you? That's slavery. That's all that submission. I kid you all, I can't make this up. My mind is blown right now. I just sat there and said, if you get out of this mindset that you're in complete subservience to a subordinate capacity, then you will understand what serving your partner is. I'm not talking about serving someone who controls you or serving someone or yielding to their will of dominance. I'm not talking about that. I said, when you make a cup of coffee for your partner, when you clean up, if you buy your partner.
This chick's got her face game on point. Man, she got her face game on point.
Or your partner gift. If you go and get something, a small little gift that you know your partner enjoys, or their favorite meal along the way, you're still serving your partner, because you're still serving an emotional need. That's what you're still doing that. And it's vice versa. If your partner helps you out in anything, even when you want to talk about something that your partner doesn't want to talk about after a long day, and they sacrifice their time and they stop what they're doing to listen, they're still serving you. There's no way in the same sentence you can tell me you want love and you want marriage, but you don't understand that you're still going to have to serve your partner for the rest of your days. You can't serve the person that you're dating. You're doing all of this stuff for them, all of these acts of service for them to bring them in, to make them consider marrying you. And then when they marry you, it turns off because society has conditioned you to believing that that's slavery. You heard the word serve and submit, and you think it's slavery. Not understanding that it's not gender specific. You both submit and serve one another. You submit to each other and you serve one another. It would have been easier if they would have just asked me how, but the simple fact that they started off with, I'm not a slave. And I just had to say, you all are selfish. You all are selfish. And they wouldn't worry about me if it was the end of the day. Oh my gosh. I had a conversation.
She said what she said.
Dating a woman that can't control her mouth when she's angry is the same as dating a man who can't control his hands when he's angry. It's just a different form of abuse. That's some super hellified shit. Dating a woman that can't control her mouth.
You'll give it to a whack dude before and then make a good guy wait. I don't think that you're trying to make the good guy wait. I think that you want him to see the value in you. Sometimes I'm like, all right, if I give it to him too soon, he's gonna think, like I'm not a good girl, or there's no, I'm just a quick, easy F or whatever. And I think that's sometimes what women will do. They'll make the guy that they really like wait longer because that's who they really see potential in.
Nah, man. I'm telling you straight up. That's the guy that she sees the potential in being a sucker. The guy that she wants is getting the draws. Not lying to you, man.
See a husband in you.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter if you see a husband in me. We don't marry stupid women around here, because that was some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. You let Tyrone hit because you didn't see a future with him. But the man you did see a future with, you made him work for it so that he could see the value within you. Whole time you ain't know that the good guy and Tyrone friends. Even if he did have good intentions for you, now he don't, because that's insulting. And you know what? Women gonna get in this comment section and be mad, but y'all understand this concept because you see it online all the time.
Look, man, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Hey, he said what he said. Yeah, they be friends. You don't even be knowing it, man.
And to the men that pick up the pieces so effortlessly, to those kids, let me tell you something. You have a special place in heaven.
Under no circumstances should you ever become a stepfather.
You mended a broken heart. No excuses.
No more remixing. No more ready-made families.
Love that child like your own. Stepped up to the plate with no hesitation.
In order for us to really have healthy households and to be successfully married, we got to start back at the beginning.
Picked up every single piece. Baby, there is a special place in heaven for you.
Don't let them shame you because you got preferences. They got preferences too. They just can't get what they want.
You are God's favorite.
Oh, wow.
Do you understand? You know when the Bible speaks of that double portion, baby? You are it.
And that's not what the Bible says.
Oh my God.
So we got to stop remixing the word and trying to make it fit our narrative. Even if you want Wilson did, Mary was a virgin. That was a miracle. You not her.
You are there. You're awesome.
Never ever go and be a step baby daddy and take on a family that's not yours. That's not in your best interest. And I understand that God gives grace. So if you're able to finesse a man and convince him to be your step baby daddy, then better for you. But I'm always going to tell the people that's what's best for them. Now, before they get to the shame and the insults and the guilt, let me be very, very clear. Nobody hurt me. I've been married for almost 20 years, since I was 22 years old. Had my father in my life, two-parent household, successfully married since the beginning until my mom was widowed in my late 30s, and she's gotten remarried since then. But they're going to try to throw shame and insults and guilt, and the reality is, in order for us to really have healthy households and to be successfully married, we got to start back at the beginning.
Whenever there's a man who is in a relationship with a younger woman, women are in an uproar. Whenever they choose a younger woman, whether she's black or not, they always outraged. But when an older woman is in a relationship with a younger man, people are like, okay, Stella, go ahead and get your groove back, girl. There are a lot of older women who pass down knowledge to the younger women of bitterness, of selfishness, of don't ever trust a man, of only men they'll always lead to disappointment. There's no good men out there. There's no good fathers out there. They allow other women to make the same mistakes they have made because they want company. It's more comfortable for them if you're a baby mama just like them and you can't figure out how to work a marriage just like they can. A lot of the older women who are talking to the younger women on social media are spewing bitterness. And that's just reality. They're trying to convince everybody how happy they are. Whenever there's a man...
I like that shirt she got on. Getting an idea for my clothing brand.
You have a lot of women who are just aiding and being the demise of their spouse. If he is down, they want to bring him all the way. If he at a level 2, they dragging him down to -5. Instead of building up. The only person that's supposed to be built up in a lot of these women's minds is themselves. Oh, I'm going to use him to get as much as I can get. I'm going to use him to help me to achieve whatever it is that I want to achieve. You know, I'm going to get to a certain level. But him, if he needs me, no support there. Oh, mental health issues? Oh, I got to go because I'm not raising no man. Because at the end of the day, it's just selfishness. These women are running rampant with their selfishness and their egos and their pride and masculine energy. And each one, they're literally cheering each other on to maintain it and to keep it. How can you be surprised if he even does have somebody else? How can you be surprised? You so worried about you know, doing your thing, building your bag. You so busy in that world, of course there's space for somebody else to step in for him. You have a lot of women.
It ain't no doubt about it.
Being called a strong black woman.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but a man can find a good woman before a woman can find a good man.
Sometimes the real ones don't win, but the frauds are easier to deal with. Watch the video all the way through. Let me know what you think. Let's go.
It is so much harder to be in relationship with a real one than it is to be with a fraud. It's just hard because someone who holds you accountable to who you say you want to be, someone who recognizes your potential but meets you where you are, someone who wants your vulnerability. Like, I want to know how you think, I want to know why you made the choices you made. It requires a level of intimacy that you never have to do when you're just trying to see if someone's cheating and checking phone messages. And like, you don't have to be vulnerable in those relationships. You got to be tough, you got to be strong, you got to be hard. But now here comes someone that says, I want to be your soft place, and you got to figure out, how do I tear these walls down?
That's a fact.
Figure out, how do I give this language, and how do I let them know up underneath this strength that there is still a broken 13-year-old girl, a broken 15-year-old.
Sometimes the real one.
I don't want no broken 15.
Women and once I die, you had a taste of it in.
Reasons why, after 2 years of living abroad, I still prefer to live in Southeast Asia over America.
Reason number one, my monthly expenses are only around $600 minus food.
Can we live?
I stay in a high-rise
Yeah, see, I'll be doggone if I go abroad and run into an American woman. Hey, if you're an American woman and you're abroad, you see me, act like I'm a foreigner. And, you know, because I'm act like I am. I'm going to be like I don't even speak English. Oh, you look American. Oh, what's he, me? No. No speak English. No speak English. Nah, I'm not running into American chicks over there. Y'all can go on somewhere with that. You had your chance here. You don't get a chance over there again. If you run into me and you're an American woman overseas, nah, I'm going to feel like you did too much. I'm going to feel like you plotted that. I'm going to feel like it's not natural or organic, and I'm going to be out of there. Best believe that. But you guys smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. What are you waiting on? If you're over here on TikTok, make sure you follow. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Love and light. I'm out.